So the 2023 NBA draft has concluded, and it was just a wild day in the NBA sphere yesterday. Hours before the draft, the Warriors made a major trade that nobody expected, and they went out and acquired Chris Paul in exchange for second-round picks, Ryan Rollins, a protected first in 2030, and most notably, Jordan Poole. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? I wanted to do my Chris Paul Warriors rebuild before we got into any draft rebuild. I'm actually kind of excited to see what Chris Paul can do on this team next year. I brought back Draymond Green on a major contract extension. I was going to get outbid by another team, so 4 years, $110 million. It's not the best. Oh yeah, we'll definitely be regretting it for sure, but we're trying to win a championship next year or the year after. Don't worry, all the draft rebuilds are going to come. I'm also giving my grading every first round pick video over on the Strauss channel. We're less than 1,000 subs away, where I live streamed the draft last night. Link in the description. Help me get 100k, less than 1,000 subs away. But yeah, this Warriors team is going to end up probably playing Chris Paul at the 1 when he's on the floor with Steph Curry. Steph Curry is going to be playing a little bit more off ball, which I'm excited to see him more of a shooting guard role. And then we got Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green in that small ball lineup. I can also bring back Donte DiVincenzo on my mid-level exception, so I'm going to be doing that. It's not my money. I know that the Warriors mainly made that trade to save money in the long term. But yeah, I'm going to pay DiVincenzo. It's also a tradable contract if he just doesn't work out next year, if I want to move him at the deadline. And let's snag Dario Saric on a 1-year deal just to have another big man. So the Warriors did not draft length or size in last night's draft. They ended up going with Brandon Podziemski out of Santa Clara, one of my favorite prospects that I think wasn't a consensus lottery guy. He's a combo guard. He's a good shooter. He's a fantastic rebounder for somebody with his size. And the Warriors could be making more moves this offseason. We will see. We see some major regression to Draymond, Klay, Curry, and Chris Paul. I mean, yeah. Curry's 35, Paul's 38, Klay is 33 and is on the final year of his contract. Draymond is 33. But yeah, I'm super excited to do my 10-year Wizards rebuild. That's going to be out this weekend with what they did in the draft and with trades with the Chris Paul trade, getting Jordan Poole, and we all know about the Bradley Beal and Kristaps deals. I love what the Rockets did last night. Amen Thompson at 4, Cam Whitmore at 20. That's insane value. I really can't believe Cam fell that far. So probably for the start of the season, both Moses Moody and Brandon Podziemski are not going to be in the rotation. I guess it's kind of redundant to have DiVincenzo and Gary Payton out there together. But yeah, we're going to see what this rotation will do with Curry, Klay, Wiggins, Draymond, Mooney, and then CP3, Kuminga, DiVincenzo, Payton, and Sarge off the bench. If somebody does struggle, I will get Podziemski in there, and Moses Moody could get traded at one point as well. I'm going to send Podziemski to the Santa Cruz Warriors just to start off his rookie campaign. First game of the season is at home against the LA Clippers, and we win by 19. Kuminga, okay, with 28. I mean, I would love a breakout season from Jonathan Kuminga. So let's simulate some of these games here. We start off the season 2-1, not too bad. I would just like to be a top 6 seed in the Western Conference and see how well we can perform in the playoffs. Like I said, though, we can definitely be a trade deadline buyer if we think we're not there yet. Also, I downloaded the 2023 draft class. I gotta know not to do that anymore. We're on to the 2024 draft class, which is kind of insane. But yeah, quick update. We are 17-5. We are playing phenomenal this season. Chris Paul in his first season with the Warriors is doing exactly what I need him to do. 14 points is actually kind of rich for him. I did not think he would be averaging that many. 3 rebounds, 7.5 assists, 1.1 steals, 48 from the field, 38 from 3, 88 from the line. Steph is averaging 25 points a night. I hope 2K realizes, okay, you could put Steph at the back or the shooting guard spot if you want to give Chris Paul minutes. Klay is shooting 55 from 3. What the is Klay Thompson doing this season? He is better than prime Klay. All right, that's insane. Mooney's averaging almost a double-double and 2.5 assists. Draymond hasn't even been that inefficient, but we need him to be a little bit better offensively. Kuminga's averaging 13 points, which is actually a pleasant surprise, and Wiggins at 17. Yeah, we definitely have to have one of the better offenses in the NBA. All right, and we are approaching the All-Star draft, and this Warriors team is just doing insane. I like to see 2K giving the Warriors the respect in the simulation. We're here at the All-Star draft, in which we have one All-Star. It's Steph Curry. He is a reserve here on Team Giannis. I was like, where is he in the starters? But he is not there. We don't get any Klay Thompson, no Andrew Wiggins. We are 31 games above 500, like I mentioned. Here are the season stats as we have 2 guys at 17. Chris Paul has dropped a little bit, but that is fine. His efficiency has been great. Draymond's efficiency is not great now. His 3-point percentage just dropped. DiVincenzo, there's Mooney, Kuminga. Kuminga's not due for an extension just yet, right? Okay, he is not. And let's go here to the trade deadline. And I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're 31 games above 500. Excuse me, 33 games above 500. And we're doing this trade with the LA Clippers. I'm getting Ivica Zubac from them. I'm giving them Gary Payton and Moses Moody, who was just out of the rotation. We're getting Lance Stevenson in this deal. And we are going to upgrade the backup 5 spot immensely from Dario Saric to Ivica Zubac, who could theoretically even start for us. But yeah, this is probably what the rotation is going to look like. With Podziemski still being in the G League. Now, can I see how he's doing in the G League for us? He's averaging 14 points, 15 rebounds. What? All right, well, that's kind of incredible. 39, he can't shoot, though, at all. All right, so yeah, like I said, he's an elite rebounder. But boy, oh boy, is he not being able to shoot the ball. He'll probably be in the rotation next year. 35 games above 500. We're here at the contract extension deadline. Chris Paul, don't retire, please. You're the title and thumbnail of this video. Klay is open to an extension. I mean, he's shooting so well from 3 this year, 46%. I will give him a 2-year extension, about $50 million guaranteed. I'm probably going to override Chris Paul's retirement if he does decide to retire. But let's try to get him a ring that he desperately wants. That would be cool if the Warriors, but that means the Warriors win again next year, and I'm all for parity and a new team winning it in the NBA. But I do want to see Chris Paul win a ring, and this Warriors team is absurd in the simulation. We are 59-13. Make that 60 wins. This Warriors team just won 60 games. That is incredible. Wow. We're going to win possibly 65 games. Okay, I'm kind of speechless. Jokic ends up winning MVP again. He averages a triple-double. Wemby gets Rookie of the Year in San Antonio. Chet, I guess, was also up there in the running. Scoot, Brandon Miller, Keontae George, Cam Whitmore in Houston. Then you had Walker, Lively, Amen, and Taylor Hendricks. Chris Paul. Yeah, that would be really sick if Chris Paul got 6th Man of the Year. Evan Mobley, Depoy. Most improved goes to Anthony Lamb. Okay, look away, Warriors fans. And Steve Kerr gets Coach of the Year as we went 67-15. Did we just get prime CP3 according to 2K? So yeah, we are going to be the 1 seed in the West. We're taking on the OKC Thunder in round 1. Here were the player stats throughout the regular season. Andrew Wiggins at 18 points a night. He's under contract for the next 2 years after this year. So same with Klay. Him and Klay would probably be leaving the Warriors around the same time. Klay retires. Chris Paul averaged 7.7 assists, 1.3 steals off the bench. There's Kuminga, Looney, Zubac, Draymond, DiVincenzo. I thought about maybe starting Chris Paul and moving Steph to the 2, but I don't think I'm going to do that. All right, so here is what the playoff rotation is going to look like. Steph getting 39 minutes tonight. We got 33 to Klay and Wiggins. I'm starting Kuminga for a little bit of offense. He shot 41 from 3, averaged 13 points a night. And then we have Kevon Looney, not Kawan, at the 5. Chris Paul is the 6th man. Draymond Green, DiVincenzo, and Zubac all off the bench. System proficiency is 4.5 stars. Perimeter centric. Let's go. Let's see how this team does in game 1 against the OKC Thunder, and we lose. All right. Well, they have Kaysen Wallace now. They signed Kyle Kuzma. And yeah, they have Chet Holmgren, and we freaking lost by 20. Really? We're not doing this. We're not doing this, 2K. We win game 2 just by 1 point. Well, now I am scared. Why is Steph only taking 9 shots? Why is Kevon Looney taking the same amount of shots as Steph Curry, and we lose game 3 by 1 point? All right, well, I need to make some adjustments possibly to this rotation because I am scared as hell. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to wing it here. We just won 67 games, and then 2K is going to make me lose to an 8 seed. This is why, I've been so mad about their playoff kind of simulation. It's been so dumb at times. It looks like we are going to tie this series up 2 games apiece, which means, we're in possibly the driver's seat to go up 3-2. Yes, there we go. We end up winning game 5. Thank God. Curry with 35. Chris Paul with 23 and 10. Had 5 turnovers, though. Here we go. Game number 6. Let's see what happens here. I'd rather just win the series here. I don't want to go to a game 7, but why do I feel like 2K is going to put me into a game 7? Come on, it's a close game. Let's win this in the 4th, please. There we go. We're up by 9. Don't choke this, and we end up winning. All right, so we win 3 games unanswered. Steph with 26, 7 and 9. What a game for Steph. Wiggins with 21, 7 and 4. Klay, 19 points, 14 and 7 for Paul, 13 and 10 for Kevon Looney. And we're on to Denver. Oh, this is going to be a tough matchup. So we know how good Denver is as a team. They picked up Kelly Oubre. I don't feel like he fits them at all. They also have Trey Jones. They ended up drafting, who did they take at 29 last night? Was it? Oh, it was Julian Strother. Yeah, out of Gonzaga. But I guess he's just not even in the rotation at all. Game 1, we end up losing by 13 points. Steph had a triple-double in this L. Does it matter? No, Aaron Gordon drops 27. Do I have to play Draymond out there for defensive purposes? Okay, Kuminga heard me say that and goes, I'm going to hit 7 threes for you. Zubats goes 9 for 13 from the field. 22 points in 22 minutes. Curry goes 3 for 10 from 3. Wiggins shot the ball horribly. Chris Paul didn't shoot the ball great either. Neither did Clay. Game number 3, we win. Okay, there we go. By 21 points. Clay with 27. Curry with 24. Wiggins with 24. We're 2 games away from the conference finals. But we end up losing by 10 here in game 4. So this is a very stressful and important game 5 at home at the Chase Center. Can we win game 5? I would love to just do it by double digits. Okay, and we choke in that third quarter. Just don't choke in the fourth. And the Golden State Warriors are up 3-2. Clay goes 7 for 11. All right, it wasn't game 6. But here we are, game 6, Clay. I need you, Clay. I need you. Come on. Great first quarter. Great, I was going to say first half, but not the best second quarter. A terrible third quarter. And did we come back at the end? Oh, no! Oh, usually when you come back in the fourth and force overtime, the team that comes back usually wins. We have a great fourth quarter. We force overtime, but we end up losing by 2. Damn it, we're going to a game 7. Jokic had a 49-point triple-double. Steph is averaging 25 in the playoffs. Wiggins at 19. Clay's been playing great. Chris Paul, I think, has been fine in the playoffs. Damn, the only person that's not really shooting the ball well is DiVincenzo. All right, game 7. Here we go. I did not mean to press Simcast live. It's the worst when you do that. All right, so we're going to be simcasting this in the game. Let's see what happens here. We get off to a good start at home. We have a 20-point lead. All right, this is exactly what I wanted. Oh, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. Let's freaking go. We blow them out in game 7, winning by 38 points. It's going to say they have, I guess 5-minute quarters. I don't know. But, yeah, it ended up going to 12-minute quarters. Don't worry. But Curry at 35, Jokic at 35. Well, now their per 36 numbers are going to be so inflated. All right, here we go. We're going up against the Phoenix Suns, who have... Did they just trade Bradley Beal for CJ McCollum? You got to be kidding me. They had Bradley Beal for half a season, and they said, nope, we don't want to see him on the team. And they traded him for CJ McCollum. Okay. They also got Larry Nance in that deal, it looked like. Was there anything else involved in that trade? Nope, it was just McCollum and Nance for Bradley Beal. All right, good on you two, guys. So we have KD versus the Warriors, which is pretty cool. Kuminga with 28, Curry with 35. Game 2, we end up winning it by 23 points. We are blowing them out. Devin Booker has been insane in the playoffs, averaging 38 points. Game number 3, we win, though. We win by 15. Oh, yeah. Curry with 36. Clay with 20. Kuminga 18. Chris Paul 17. And are we going to sweep them to go to the NBA Finals? Yes, we do. Curry with 37. Clay with 22. We win in 6 in Game 1. Win in 7 in Round 2. And 6 in Game 1. And then we swept the Phoenix Suns. And we're going up against the Boston Celtics. So this is a rematch from the 2022 NBA Finals. Game 1, the Warriors win. Wiggins with 26, Clay with 24, Looney with 16, Chris Paul with 14 assists. Come on, let's do this. Game 2, we lose. Curry had 40 in this L. Chris Paul with 22 and 15. He had 5 turnovers. We lost by 4. We win game 3. Curry had 33, 12. Kuminga 25. Wiggins 23 and 7. Please win game 4, please. Damn it. They tie it up. Curry had 22 points. We literally lost by 1. By 1. Don't lose game 5. Yes, we win game 5. Curry had 33 and 13. Wiggins had 20. Kuminga had 17. We are 1 game away from winning a championship and getting Chris Paul his first title. Please do not blow a 3-2 lead. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Yes. Yes. Chris Paul is going to get an NBA championship. Let's freaking go. Chris Paul and the Golden State Warriors win the 2024 NBA championship. And he had a double-double in game 6. I'm glad that Chris Paul actually played meaningful minutes and put up meaningful stats. And he wasn't the 9th man getting his first ring. Shout out to Curry getting his finals MVP, the 2nd of his career. Because yeah, Chris Paul isn't going to win a championship this season, being the most important player like he was on those Rockets teams as the 2nd most important player, or those Clippers teams as the most important player, or even 2 years ago on the Suns where he was the 2nd most important player. You can even say he was the most important player on those Suns team. He may be the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th most important player on the Warriors team, but it would still be cool to see CP3 get a ring. So yeah, I'm glad we won it all. Does Chris Paul retire? Nope. I think he says, Remember he said a couple years ago, I'm addicted to getting in the finals. But yeah, he's going to stay because he wants another one, I guess. LeBron does retire, though. So we're on here 2 jersey retirements. Kyle Lowry gets his jersey retired by the Raptors and LeBron by a few different teams. So now I can make some interesting moves and I can take a couple more risks with this team. We don't have our first round pick. This would actually go to Boston in the Kristaps deal. I'm going to look to bring in Will Hardy to be my top assistant. Why not? And we're going to trade Dante DiVincenzo to the Rockets for this Brooklyn swap next year. And we get a first round pick for Dante because we're going to be playing Brandon Podziemski most of those minutes. Team player options, we're going to pick up the team option on Chris Paul. I know it's a lot of money, but I'm scared 2K wouldn't give me bird rights on him. And it's not like I have to go out and sign anybody else in free agency. Most of our core is still under contract. Player progression, Chris Paul does regress. This is going to be my 9-man rotation. I was like, you know what? I'm not making any other moves. I already got my core. All right, so this is going to be the rotation. Curry, Clay, Wiggins, Kuminga, Looney with Chris Paul off the bench, Draymond off the bench as well with Zubats and Brandon Podziemski. We're going to do Zubats 24 minutes a night, Looney 24, so they're basically going to be getting all the center minutes. Obviously, we're 4.5-star perimeter centric. The goal is to win a championship once again. We blow out the Sacramento Kings who have OG Anunoby. Also, something I got to mention for the Kings, they traded Richaun Holmes last night, giving up their first round pick, but they now have $30 million in cap space this summer. So could they be like a Jeremy Grant team? Could they maybe take on a contract? I'm not really sure. And we beat the Lakers, oh my God, by 37 points. We beat the Suns there by 16 as well. Back-to-back games against the Jazz. We may never lose. 5-0 to start the season with this old Warriors team, but we end up losing to the Pelicans, who now have Bradley Beal. All right, yep, I think the Warriors with CP3 and 2K is an absolute cheat code. We are 36-7. What is going on? This team is insane. We just lost to the Warriors by 5, but we have to be either the 1 or the 2 seed in the Western Conference if we take a look at our team standings. So yeah, 37-8. We're the 1 seed by 7 games in the West. The Hawks are just as good because we know how good they could be in the simulation nowadays with Quinn Snyder and Trae Young. Steph's averaging 25. Wiggins, 19.6, so a nice increase from last year. Kuminga, in a contract year, is balling out. Dude can't hit a free throw to save his life, but he's still a good player. Clay is shooting 44 from 3. Chris Paul about 14 points, 9.4 assists, 37 from 3, 84 from the line. Zubats about 10 and 8. There's Kevon Looney. Podziemski playing pretty well. Also 3.8 rebounds, not averaging 13 like he did over there in the G League. And there's Draymond, making almost $30 million a year. And we're here at the 2025 All-Star Draft. Tell me Steph makes the All-Star game. Yep, but he's a reserve once again. He had a 70% true shooting last year for a point guard. That's insane. There's Wemby making the All-Star game already. And yeah, here are the season stats. I don't really know if I should move anybody at the deadline. Like, this team is performing so well. We are 45-11. We have the best record in the NBA. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think it's not broken. All right, so we can re-sign Chris Paul. Hey, if it doesn't make him retire, we have negative $100 million in cap space. Let's give Curry an extension. Clay, no. Wiggins, no. I'm not going to extend them. Kevon Looney, I'd like to extend, though. He's going to get $30 million over 3 years. Yeah, I hope Joe Lacob and the Warriors ownership staff or group has their checkbooks ready because we were paying a lot of luxury tax money with this squad because I kept Chris Paul, I extended Draymond, I extended Clay. Darius Garland won MVP. Okay, I guess whoever drafted this, Dariq Whitehead, what a way to spell Dariq. He wins Rookie of the Year. I guess he didn't play it all last year in his true rookie year. Fultz 6th Man of the Year in Dallas. AD Depoy, Most Improved goes to Amen Thompson in year 2. Mark Daigneault gets Coach of the Year. What? Not Steve Kerr. And Wemby's on All-NBA 3rd team already. Hey, Brandon Podziemski gets All-Rookie 2nd team. He shot 45 from 3. Oh, wow, he actually didn't finish as the 1 seed. Now I maybe regret not making a move at the deadline. Wow. The Thunder must have had an insane second half to the season. 8-2 in their final 10. I mean, it's a good team. They also added Matas Buzuelos and Justin Edwards to that squad, which is just kind of mind-blowing. Here were the end of the season stats. We had 5 guys score north of 10 points. And then for the playoffs, I think Draymond, I know he's a great defender. He's going to get like 18 minutes a night. I think Zubats, I'd rather play Looney because, you know, Looney's like been a Warrior for a while. Chris Paul, I maybe lower his minutes just a tad. Kuminga, 28, Wiggins, 33, Clay, 33, and then we're going to do 41 to Klay Thompson. We're taking on the Memphis Grizzlies in round 1 with John Morant, Desmond Bane, TJ Warren, Triple J, Steven Adams. They got Tyus Jones back, I guess. They missed him that much. And let's see what happens here in round 1. We end up losing game 1 by 3 points. Oh, Klay Thompson. They don't have Dylan Brooks anymore. But you know about that rivalry. Game number 2. And yeah, I saw they don't also have Marcus Smart either. So they just were like, yep, no, we actually regret that 3-team trade apparently. We end up winning by 21 in game 2. Game 3, we end up winning. Killian Hayes is dropping 24, but I don't care. We ended up winning by 1 point. Kuminga with 32 points. Wiggins with 31. Steph with 17 and 11. He had 5 turnovers. Podziemski had 8 rebounds. Chris Paul had 10 assists. Game 4, we end up losing. We lose by 15. Okay, don't go down 3-2 to a 7th seed. Yes, we go up 3-2. We end up winning by 10. Curry with 36 and 8. 5 turnovers again. He's averaging 4 turnovers in this series, and we're going to a game 7. Oh, we get blown out by 37 points. Ja with a triple-double. All right, here we go. Game 7. I didn't get no game 6 Clay there. Winner takes on Wemby and the Spurs. Come on, I want to go up against Wemby. I do. We have a great first quarter, a good second quarter. Oh, okay, yeah, we are blowing out the Memphis Grizzlies. We would have to have a monumental collapse to lose game 7, and we end up winning by 28 points. Curry with 38 and 14. He said, I'm not going home yet. Only 1 turnover for Curry as well. All right, now we're taking on Wemby and the Spurs. Oh my goodness. They signed Van Vliet. I wonder, that could happen this offseason for sure. They got Tyrese Maxey. Why wouldn't the Sixers match that? Okay, this team is stacked. They have Isaiah Stewart, Precious off the bench, DJ Wagner, who they ended up drafting 7th overall. So I guess Van Vliet's like a perfect veteran for him. And yeah, they have Wemby, who was on all NBA third team. All right, game 1, we win by 29. Okay, Podziemski with 21 points. He had more than Wemby. Should he have gotten number 1? All right, that might have been the best game of his career. And it's a game 1 of round 2, and we win game 2 by 17. Come on, Wemby, you got to put up a fight. Well, he did all he could. 31 points and 13 for Wemby. Game 3, we end up losing. I might have poked the bear. We lost by 4. Branham and Wemby combined for 50. Wiggins and Curry combined for 61. We end up going up 3-1 though. Oh my goodness. Look at that fourth quarter. We almost collapsed. We only won by 1. They outscored us by 22 points in the fourth. Boy, oh boy, was that embarrassing. Well, Clay and Kuminga both fouled out. Zubats was in foul trouble. Can we win game 5? We cannot. We end up losing by 8. Come on, let's win in 6. Don't let them force a game 7. There we go. We end up winning in 6. We dropped 154 in game 6. Is that game 6 Clay? Not really. We kind of got game 6 Wiggins. And here we go. Conference finals against the OKC Thunder. I may have to move this rotation around because this team was the 1 seed. They're better than us, but I'm trying to win 2 titles in this video. We lost by 16 in game 1. Shea had 41 points. Clay had 23. Oh, I'm nervous, man. Chris Paul going up against his former team. Technically, we win game 2 by 16. There we go. That is huge. That is huge. Let's win game 3. I need a game 3 victory. It would feed families. It would be talked about for generations. Oh, we're down by 15. All right, well, we're not winning game 3. We end up getting blown out of our own building. We end up losing by 13. Don't lose game 4. I can't go down 3-1 with this team. I can't. All right. Good first quarter. Good second quarter. There we go. We're up by 23. Yeah, I don't think we're losing game number 4 here. So we have ourselves a series. It's going to be 2-2. We end up winning by 15. Kuminga and Wiggins combined for 54. You'll love to see that. Game number 5. I am scared. This is a rematch of the 2016 conference finals, which that series alone changed the dynamic and just like the way the next 10 years we're going to look like for the NBA, because that made KD leave the Thunder. KD goes to the Warriors. KD goes to the Nets, and that changed so much throughout the NBA. Russ ends up leaving the Thunder, and so much happened in between. Don't lose this game. Let's go. We end up winning by 9, and we're up 3-2. Are they going to force a game 7? They do. Damn it. We lost by 4 at home. And here we go. Game 7. Winner takes on the Cavs. So we could have a rematch of the 2016 finals. It was the Cavs in there. We don't get off to the best start, but we come back in the second a little bit here. Come on, let's get some momentum in the third. Let's get the momentum in the third. Oh, I thought we had it, and we're down by 14. Great. We're down by 12 with 8 minutes to go. Curry's doing all he can. Chris Paul, this could be your final game of your career. You want to step it up. Down by 10. We end up losing. God damn it. And the Thunder are in the NBA Finals, and Darius Garland is your Finals MVP. All right, so we got one more season left in us. I think I'm going to make some fun moves this offseason. Like, I may trade Draymond Green. It looks like Chris Paul did not retire. Because I do want to extend Jonathan Kuminga. And, oh, where's that Nets pick that we got? So we end up having the 5th overall pick in the draft. You'll love to see that. The 5th overall pick for DiVincenzo. I'm out here fleecing teams. I may do this trade. Draymond 5 and 28 for Jordan Poole. I'm just kidding. Oh, yeah, I'm going to give the Nets their first round pick back. I'm going to give them Draymond Green to make the money work. So you got to pay Draymond for the next 2 years. Have fun with that. I'm giving you the 5th pick, 28 in a second, but you're giving me Mikal Bridges. So the Nets with that pick ended up taking Nasir Cunningham. Dylan Harper went number 1 to the Pelicans. We're going to pick up the team option on Brandon Podziemski. Qualifying offers, we're going to pay Jonathan Kuminga. I think we should be all right. I know we didn't really save too much money in that Draymond deal, but Kuminga, I think we can afford, and we can also afford to bring Zubats back. That's a lot of money for Zubats, but it's the final year. I'm going all in to win one more title with this team. And yeah, we're giving Kuminga 5 years, 168. That's a lot of money. All right, we don't see any regression to Clay or Curry or Chris Paul. I will take that. All right, so this is going to be the 9-man rotation. Yeah, we're going to go with Curry, Bridges over Clay, Wiggins, Kuminga, and Zubats in the starting 5 with Clay, Paul, Looney, and Podziemski off the bench. This team is really good. We're 4.5-star perimeter centric. Let's be the 1 seed in the Western Conference and take back our throne from the OKC Thunder. So this Warriors team goes 62-20. I'll take that. Cade Cunningham wins MVP. Chris Paul, 6th man of the year. Let's go. He gets it one more time. He shot 43 from 3. How many threes did he take? Did he only take like 23s this year? He took 312. Evan Mobley wins Depoy. Keontae George, most improved in Utah. That's going to be a fun rebuild to do. And Steve Kerr's your coach of the year. Jason Tatum's on the Bulls, and he's on All-NBA first team. And Mikal Bridges, all-defensive second team. Let's go. He only averaged 10 points a night because my dumbass forgot to change his shot tendency. 2K, please make his shot tendency like at a minimum like a 70 next year. Why is it so low? We're going to be taking on the LA Lakers in round 1. They brought back D'Lo and Reeves. They have James Wiseman. Okay, they picked up Maxwell Lewis, it looks like. Yeah, so the Lakers got him in the second round, which is just kind of wild because I would have taken him in the top 20 if I had to pick, like closer to 20. Game number 2, we end up winning. We are up 2-0 in this series. Shout out to Curry, just freaking balling out. 3-0. Oh, let's just sweep them. Let's sweep them. There we go. We're showing our dominance here in the 2026 playoffs. We had like 8 guys in double figures. That's kind of insane. We're taking on Dallas. They still have Luka, Kyrie. They brought back Harrison Barnes. For old time's sakes, don't lose this. Oh my God, they blow a 3-1 lead. Hell yeah, let's go. I am so glad I didn't take that game by game and I was just able to simulate that round because I would have been stressed out of my mind. Mikal Bridges is shooting 49 from 3 in the playoffs. Whew. All right, so here we are taking on the OKC Thunder. Please, they got even better. They had the 3rd overall pick. Oh my God, I want to win it. I want to win it. I'm closing my eyes. Please tell me we are in the NBA Finals for the 2nd time in this video. And we are. We swept them. We swept them. And we're taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Remember they were supposed to be like the Warriors light with Kevin Huerter and Trae Young. They have Miles Bridges. They have Cole Anthony over there who's probably going to get traded now that they took Anthony Black. And can we win our 2nd finals of the video? Yeah. Okay, we swept rounds 1, 3, and 4, but the Mavericks took us to 7. I guess shout out to Dallas. Curry gets finals MVP. I hope you guys enjoyed this Chris Paul Warriors rebuild. Let me know if you did by dropping a thumbs up. I have so many draft, trade, all types of rebuilds coming, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Like I said, I'm closing in on 100,000 subscribers on the Sross channel. Link in the description if you can go sub there. I would appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think of the Chris Paul trade in the comments, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.